Hi, my name is Sunny Dolat. I work with an arts collective in Nairobi called The Nest, and we made the film Stories of Our Lives. I was a production designer on the film, and I also helped with a bit of the collection of the stories. The production process was fairly uneventful.
Yeah.
The thing for us that we were figuring out as we were going along is, so first of all, for us as a collective, we've always had a really kind of like DIY approach to creating. So everything we do, we always try to do as much of it ourselves. And so there's a lot of stuff we're figuring out as we go, like how to work with like certain sound equipment. I think we've just gotten a new camera. Yeah, so that was kind of like the tricky part. But the actual filming was pretty smooth sailing for the most part, with the exception of like a few kind of like logistical hiccups. And yeah, it was. So the film actually had its premiere at Toronto International Film Festival, and it did really well there. It was really popular and people really liked it. And so coming back from Toronto, we wanted to do a screening in Nairobi, and so we kind of like the process to screen a film is that you have to submit it, especially in a cinema, you have to submit the film to the Kenya Film Classification Board. And so we did that, and the film was banned, and so the film hasn't been screened in Nairobi to this day because the ban still stands, because we're banned from screening publicly and distributing. So unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to screen it back home, which is unfortunate. I mean, Kenya and Nairobi are kind of like really interesting in the way that you can be out and not be kind of like harassed in a sense, and I guess there's also kind of like a certain safety that comes with certain privileges depending on where you live or where you hang out. But Kenya and Nairobi have so far been quite tolerant. There's been a few kind of like people who tried to like take bills into parliament about like the imprisoning or like imprisoning of homosexuals. There was like some odd ones like death penalties and stuff. But like for instance, the last kind of like prosecution for homosexuality was, I think, in the early 90s. So there hasn't been anything in it for a really long time. And so in the region, you know, like if you consider what happened in like Uganda and Nigeria, Kenya is quite tolerant. And so for the most part, it's, you know, you can get around and be fine, and no one will really harass you. But then sometimes there's the occasional, you know, kind of like group of people who just kind of like starts calling you names. But I guess it's kind of the same in most places, you know. Yeah. So, but as of now, homosexuality is still a criminal offense that's punishable with up to 14 years in jail. But then, quite recently, there's been a petition that's been filed for decrim, and so it's still at a really early stage, but we'll see how that goes. We hope for the best. Yeah. Love freely, love openly, be who you want to be, do what you want to do, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.